Hey everybody, it's BDF44. Woke up this morning. Not so good news for Laker fans. Not so good news for Boogie Cousins fans. Man, not so good news. Boogie Cousins tore his ACL today. He bumped knees with another player. It hasn't been said who he bumped knees with, but they have officially announced that it is a torn ACL. Didn't say how long he would be out. I'd imagine season. When you hear torn ACL, that in every situation I've seen, that means the season. I've seen very few players come back really quickly from that. I've seen guys come back from different types of surgeries quickly. Derek Fisher did it. Um, God, my mind went blank. But I've seen guys come back early from knee injuries. I think Jordan Farmar did it as well. But Boogie Cousins, given what he's been through with his body, especially his lower extremities, uh, I don't think he's going to be back very soon. I think this is going to be one of those things where we just got to count him out. So back to the drawing board. This sucks for a trillion reasons, of course, because of him and for him. This is who this happened to. So we think of him first, but then we turn our attention to the roster, and man, it's still a very fantastic group of players that Rob put together. But without the but without the Boogie Cousins element and what he brings to the table, um, I don't know if we're as scary, you know what I mean, of a team to some of these other teams that are hungry. I don't know that we can run through, say, Philadelphia, you know what I mean, with all their bigs and their size. One of the things that I loved about our roster was the fact that we bring in so much size and allowing Anthony Davis to not even be on the floor. With Boogie Cousins, with JaVale McGee, with Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James, they would be nights where AD really could just take games off and we'd still have a lot of size to throw at people. Without Boogie Cousins, now we're relying a lot more on Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee to provide that size. And we know JaVale McGee's durability isn't great. And of course, we know also that Anthony Davis's durability hasn't been great either. So Boogie was somebody we were relying on to make us pretty terrifying of a team. And this is the concern, we got to be really honest about it. We do have players that have been dealing with injuries all up and down this roster, and it's gonna take a lot of good luck from upstairs to make sure that this team does what it is that they're intending to do. Boogie Cousins going out with a knee injury, it is definitely not a good sign. It's not. It's just not good. But the thing about it that you can say is, for a fact what you're going into the season with. You know what I mean? This didn't happen during the season while you're game planning from night to night. You know what I mean? This happened before the season started, before training camp. So it's almost like you never signed him, and you can go in with the mindset of building whatever you're building with him excluded from it. And plus, from a cap standpoint, he really didn't take up anything. You know what I mean? He didn't take up anything. I'd imagine, depending on how long this takes, he's probably just going to be waived. Honestly, Laker fans, I don't think the Lakers are going to keep him on contract, especially knowing that this happened before the season. They can still go out and make use of his money. So I don't know what this means for his contract. Maybe he comes back in 6 months. If that's the case, if we think he'll be back for playoff time, maybe we keep him. But being that he's not on contract for the following season, if I'm a GM, I'm trying to find a way out of that contract. I'm just being honest. It's cold. It's nasty. It's a bad business. I hate that the business is that way, but when you're considering just your limited cap space, the first thing you're thinking is, okay, do we have him at any point in this season? Because if not, what are we doing with the contract? So that becomes a stretch situation, or I don't know how you what type of solution comes from that. But I'm sure the Lakers are thinking about it. So this is just bad all the way around, of course. Like I said, prayers out to Boogie Cousins. I'm so disheartened for him in this situation. It's just devastating, As somebody who's been a fan of his, he just can't catch a break, and we know how talented he is, and we know how young he still is. You know what I mean? And we know also what his reputation was coming into this league, and he didn't get the respect that I think his skill set deserved, based on the fact of some of the things that happened and where he was, and the fact that they weren't winning. So this was his time. Last year he was trying to get a championship, didn't happen. this year he was going to try to go after it again and maybe earn his way back into this league. And now something like this happens before he even gets an opportunity to. I just, pray for the guy and just hope that he continues to work, continues to not quit on what he's doing. A lot of people are saying he's done. Work. That's all I can say. Recover and continue to work and continue to eat better, take care of your body, and who knows? He is still young. I'm not the type of person that's going to say that someone is done, because I know where we are with technology, and I know where we are with our understanding of how fitness works. You can work your way back in to shape, and if you're really, really talented, you can find your way back on the court. So I feel that way about Boogie Cousins. I really do. He is that talented. So will he ever be Boogie Cousins again, the player that we knew him to be? These injuries are piling up. Probably not. I'd be lying if I said I thought he would ever be that guy again. But, do I think he can work himself into shape and maybe play basketball again? Yeah, I think we'll see him again. Hopefully before the end of the season somehow. But in that same breath, come playoff time, if I'm looking at Boogie Cousins and I'm saying, what are you going to do with the rest of your career? I'm probably telling him not to play anymore this season and just continue to work on getting healthy and continuing to develop the habits that he's been developing this offseason. And keep that in mind as well. He's been taking care of himself this offseason. So however we view how he should come back from this injury, how he should recover, I think we can work that into the equation as well, the fact that he has been taking care of himself. So maybe that does help somehow in his healing process and how he recovers after he does heal. So hopeful, very hopeful for Boogie. I'm a fan, and thank God he was on our team. We were so happy to have him, hoping we can win with him, and then something like this happens. Pretty much sucks, but yeah, man, that's where we're at. So more information will be revealed, telling us what exactly happened, what the timetable will look like, and everything. So hopefully it all works out for everybody involved. And yeah, that's me signing out. BDF. Peace. Thanks for watching.